Alright, the teams are getting set up here. Trigger Happy is going to be playing Enforcers for this first round. Nitrogen is going to be playing Defense. Trigger Happy is going to be playing with a bot. They couldn't get another player in, so it looks like... I don't know if they're going to use bot takeover. We're going to see. These teams have kind of different play styles. I've played with a few of the members on Trigger Happy, and I recently casted the match for Nitrogen, so I kind of have a general idea of how this game, or what to expect during this game. But we're gonna see if that. We're gonna see how they play. That bot making a lot of noise. That door goes open. That bot goes down very early there. Trigger Happy setting up in the river. Burger playing that flank. Trigger Happy moving up to this window. Sir Blur coming around that corner. Trying to bait that shot. Cat Girl does a lot of damage on, does a lot of damage on Blur. Repositioning back to Cellar. The rest of Trigger Happy still outside that window. Burger in this tight angle, able to take Cat Girl, shutting down that flank. The pinks now coming through. Beam to rotating on that window. Deary does some damage. They both do damage. Beam to very hurt. They're rotating back to Connector. They're still playing on that angle. A whole lot of time on the clock here to think of what they have to do. Looks like Cyber's falling off to Cellar. They're gonna work as a flank. Nitrogen it's still in a 1v3 right now. Cyber able to move right up to that wall. Burger and Trixie and Beamed playing on A site. Trigger Happy still outside. Trixie repositioning behind that bomb. Cyber already really close. Will they find Trixie behind that table, coming around that angle? Wide on that door. Doesn't find anybody. Trixie still behind that table. Ducky and Dreary still outside. Cyber all the way up in assembly. Dreary goes down to Beamed on that run out. Ducky on that refrag. That EMP goes down. That flank by... Oh, Beamed able to take at the end there, that first round going to Nitrogen. Are they going to play with that eco advantage? Are they going to buy a Vezin first round? Looks like they are. Beam's running a Vezin. Trigger Happy kind of playing smart on that eco, keeping it... Or just having to fight with that eco. I am a Cat Girl running an Omen. The bot with an RCP. I don't really know if they're going to be using that bot takeover. But again, they're fighting comp players. Oh, they're both comp teams, so that bot goes down very, very fast. Looks like Trigger Happy setting up on the roof here. Kind of playing a little bit split up. We're going to see how they assault this. Looks like they're setting up for that hatch. Fury priming up that hatch. Sir Blue at the bottom of that hatch. That hatch goes down. That nade comes up. Not able to find anybody. That bot goes down. They're repositioning. Cat Girl on that balcony. Drury and Ducky on the top of that hatch. Does some damage. Cyber on that balcony. Again, they're playing kind of separated here. Cyber watching that angle. Cyber able to take Blur off that flank. Looks like they're taking picks and bailing off. Kind of a smart play here. Cat Girl committing down to the hatch. Dragon hears that audio. Beamed, able to take Dreary on with that Vezin from the skylight. Making some noise. Ducky moving in on Catgirl. They're moving into that lobby area to try to assault A, it looks like. Cyber still playing on that counter flank. Beamed, able to take Cyber now. Ducky and Catgirl goes down. Ducky now in a 1v4 with that Spectral, not having that eco advantage. Trixie gets off on that site. They get pinched. Ducky able to take, or Trixie able to take Ducky. That second round going to Nitrogen. That investment with that Vezin, a very, very smart play from Beamed, allowing the rest of Nitrogen to buy Vezins. That save kind of paying off for Catgirl. Catgirl able to buy a Vezin. Dreary still sticking with that that Omen. Trying to regain that eco. Burger playing on that roam from the top floor. It looks like Trigger Happy is playing from lobby. Cyber and Catgirl are gonna take the top of this balcony. Dreary and Ducky are gonna push through this this main entrance. Will Burger find any kills up there? We're gonna see. Door goes open. Burger getting aggressive, pops that door open. Doesn't find anybody. Repositioning. Catgirl and Cyber already in that lobby room. Moving fast. Getting up to that wall. Dreary setting up that wall. Dragon Man repositioning through connector. Being also in connector. That wall goes open. Dragon Man putting some rounds in. Burger able to take that kill on the flank. Now above, behind enemy lines. Cyber pushing to fight that. Does a bit of damage. Blur able to take Dreary. Ducky able to take that kill before that pinch could happen, but Burger able to take that refrag. Ducky now in a 1v4. It's taken by Burger on that hop down. Another round going to Nitrogen. Those Vezins bought really, really paying off here. That eco round also paying off for Trigger Happy. They're able to buy Vezins now, kinda evening out that playing field. They're up against a very tough team here. They won that game against Jerky yesterday, using almost these same tactics here with these with Burger on those flanks, those quick flanks and those pinches. Trigger Happy has to fight those mistakes that happened on that last, or have to fight those mistakes that other team made, or risk having a loss here. They have to start working on recovering and getting aggressive, fighting off those flanks. Six seconds left, moving into round 4. Here we go. It looks like they're playing kind of Trigger Happy's kind of playing together here. That bot goes down immediately. Beamed rotating back to storage. Catgirl putting that door down. Beamed right in the back of that angle. Put some rounds in. Catgirl able to take Beam. The Dragon Man in the back of storage. Able to take that refrag. That wall is down. Cyber repositioning Dreary and Cyber setting up, or repositioning to storage. Dragon Man still in the back of that storage area. That nade comes out. Doesn't find anybody. Burger repositioning in the back of B. Blur coming to support. Dragon Man able to take Cyber. Ducky above on that the balcony. Dragon Man knows where Dreary is. Is Burger going to go for that pinch? Looks like they are. Not able to find Dreary. Dreary in a perfect position to hide. Dreary has to get out of there before they get pinched. Dragon Man able to take Dreary. Ducky now in a 1v4. Able to take Burger. Now bringing it to a 1v3. Dragon Man kind of peeking that angle. Can Ducky find that kill? They exchange fire, a little bit of exchange of fire. Ducky now knows where Dragon Man is. Dragon Man making the smart play, bailing off that site. Ducky has a very tough decision here. Do they go for that save and lose? Get that match gets a little bit tighter. They lose a little bit of that breathing room to get that next win. Dragon Man tries to do that swing, goes down to Ducky. Ducky bringing it to a 2v1. Like I was saying, does Ducky risk it and risk losing that Vezin or possibly getting that win? Or do they just save and lose a little bit of that breathing room coming in around 5? 50 seconds left. This is where that decision has to be made. It looks like Ducky might go for that save. Maybe the smart play here, looking at the trigger-happy eco. But again, it is a scrim, so the stakes are not super high. Ducky repositioning those last 30 seconds. Are they going to play super aggressive here and try to take those final 2? I cannot tell. Repositioning back to lobby, maybe? No, going off that sitting on the rocks. It might be a save here. This is where you would say, or this would be a good spot to save. 5 seconds left. Playing from these rocks. It does look like a save. Nitrogen getting another round. Nitrogen closing in that breathing room. And now Trigger Happy has to fight those Vezins with this eco. Looks like are they able to even it out here? They are able to even it out with those Vezins. All the Vezins bot. That bot also having a Vezin, so that bot is a valid target for them to switch to if it comes to that. But again, as you see in these last couple rounds, that bot goes down super fast at the beginning, and it becomes just a normal fight for the players. That eco really getting spent, that confidence coming through from Nitrogen. You can see all that util bot, all those Vezins, Trixie still running that Marui with those long-range angles. Dragon Man in the back of Laundry Room. That pre-nade goes out, doesn't find anybody. Cat Girl kind of repositioning off that. That was Wallbangs come through, does not find anybody yet. Cat Girl able to take Dragon Man. That's a really good kill to start off with. Dubster joining in on the wrong team, it looks like. BM going for that flank. Again, they're going for that pinch that has worked every time for them. But Trigger Happy's able to get on the side. Cyber able to take 2. Burger takes that bot. Burger takes Cyber 2. Dreary and Catgirl on the site. They do not have that EMP. Ducky with that EMP, beamed on that flank, coming around in garage. Dreary able to take that kill. Ducky able to move in. Looks like they're going to go for that plant from the bottom so they can watch from a whole bunch of different angles. Look like they're going to watch from all the angles. Super smart play here. Burger now in a 1v3. That Vezin definitely evening it out. The match kind of slowing down here, going for that stem. Getting that health back. Able to take Dreary behind that table, or behind that truck. Catgirl moving up from the stairs behind Burger. The time is running out for Burger here. Burger has to make a serious play now. Catgirl on that flank, moving through connector. Burger gets aggressive. Ducky still outside of Laundry. Burger moving right up to that EMP. Will they try for that defuse? I am a cat girl, able to take Burger before that defuse was initiated. That first round of going to Trigger Happy, they were able to get on that site and fight those flanks. They were able to push almost all the way into A site, allowing them a lot more breathing room to cut off those flanks at the end. And getting those walls open, just like what you saw that round that Knights of Jerky won yesterday. They opened up every single one of those doors or walls and had a lot of angles catching Nitrogen off guard. And that same play seemed to have worked here for Trigger Happy. So they should definitely be taking that into consideration now. Again, on that basement. How are they going to play this? Are they going to play the same way? Are they going to go down the stairs here? An interesting play. You do not see this a lot. You usually see either a cellar push or that B wall. Or if they feel extra spice, they'll go for that garage. Trigger Happy getting aggressive again. Learning from that last round. Getting all the way to that garage. That hatch goes open. They're already in storage behind enemy lines, getting that wall open. They've learned from these last couple rounds. Deary able to take Beams, takes that refrag. That wall goes down, that nade comes out. Able to find Burger, or able to find Cyber. Blur able to take 2. Ducky on that refrag. Looks like they are taking that bot over. Dragon Man gets aggressive on Ducky. Ducky now in a 1v3. They know where Ducky is now. Again, back into this position. Dragon Man getting aggressive. A little bit of blind fire there, but takes some damage for their efforts. Ducky again back into this 1v3 situation that we had that last round. Beamed and Dragon getting aggressive on the peaks here. They're gonna try to catch Ducky, and Ducky's waiting for them to get a little bit aggressive. Just like that, takes Beamed. Now bring it to a 2v1. It's Dragon Man and Trixie. Dragon Man watching that angle. Ducky able to reposition and take Dragon Man, bringing it now to a 1v1. Trixie in the back of storage having that angle there. That EMP is in Trixie's possession. A hatch play would be smart here. Is that what Ducky's going to go for? Maybe not. Looks like they're going to go for that front door. Trixie having a very good angle that, hearing that audio. Watching that other breach point. It's a bit of a game of cat and mouse here. Both of them having pheasants. It's a very even playing field here. Ducky making a lot of noise. Trixie knows that Ducky has to be close, watching a very tight angle here. Coming around that corner. Ducky able to flick fast enough to take Trixie. Another round of going to Trigger Happy. Not what I expected there. That was insane. That flick was on point for very, very on point for Ducky there. Alright, we're now on the crossover. Or the turnover. Nitrogen, we're going to see if they have the player advantage on offense now. They're now going 4-2. They're now going 4-2. They have that player advantage. You've seen in that last game how they played. They played just separated enough that they could swing back, or they wouldn't get caught by grenades, but they were not so separated that they were able to pinch super fast. You see these pinches happening all the time. Let's see if they can mirror that against Trigger Happy here. All of Trigger Happy playing off the sights. Nitrogen setting up in garage. Cat Girl able to take that drone out. Blur catches that trip mine, does a whole bunch of damage. Nitrogen able to get all the way into storage or a garage. Burger on that window. Is he gonna meet? Able to take Cyber. That flank gets cut off. A little bit of pre-fire through connector. Catgirl playing behind the bomb. Two of the Nitrogen players playing right here in this doorway. Ducky able to take two. Dragman able to take that bot. On that flank, taking a whole bunch of kills there. Dragonman now in a 1v2. Takes two. Dreary able to take that final kill from behind that bomb there. Trigger Happy getting another round, getting that first round, winning that pistol round on defenders. Dreary with that clutch there. Trigger Happy getting confident with that eco. Catgirl buying a Vezin. Nitrogen sticking to a save, keeping those spectrals. Looks like again, Trigger Happy's gonna be playing off those sights. It seems to be a smart play here, because they can rotate fast on Nitrogen, as you saw in that last round. We're gonna see how that plays out in this round right here. Is that plan going to be solidified? And are they going to be playing like this for the whole game? We're going to see how well this works here. Dragon Man going into laundry. That wall gets primed up. That bot goes in. That nade comes out. Doesn't find anybody. That hatch popped open right behind Dreary. That wall is also open. Dragon Man able to take that bot. Beam's playing kind of as a flank here, moving through cellar. Dragon Man repositioning to open up this other hatch in storage. That's going to be right behind Catgirl. Catgirl with that Vezin. Dragon Man still on that hatch. Burger on that pinch. Able to take Catgirl. That Vezin no longer in Trigger Happy's possession. Dreary able to take one. Burger on that refrag. Ducky now in a 1v3 again, and that Vezin no longer in possession by Trigger Happy. Burger in possession of that Vezin now. That EMP's down. The clock is now ticking. Coming around that angle, Burger able to take Ducky. Another round going to Nitrogen. That Vezin now in Nitrogen's possession, allowing Burger to keep that eco, and allowing the rest of that win allowing the rest of Nitrogen to get Vezins. It's hard to say apparently. Catgirl able to buy another Vezin. That the only Vezin on Trigger Happy. They cannot afford it. That eco. Taking huge hits from these last couple rounds. Or from this last round. The playing field's kind of evened out now. It's a 4v4. Seven seconds left. Looks like they're moving together. That play that I've been talking about, it looks like they're doing that again. Teams of two here. Setting up on that balcony. Catgirl in that really close to Beam. Burger able to take Cyber. Beam comes through. Beam able to take that kill on Catgirl grabbing that bot. Dragon Man moving through that long hallway. Will they meet Catgirl in that back angle? Coming around that angle slow. Dreary able to take Trixie. Catgirl able to take Dragon Man. Beamed able to take that refrag. That bot runs in. Dreary not able to take the bot fast enough for that bot takeover. Ducky repositioning. Dragon Man able to take that kill. That 6th win going to Nitrogen. Trigger Happy has to fight for that tie now. Trigger Happy getting that eco back, kind of evening out the playing field. Cyber, Dreary, able to buy Vezins. The entirety of Nitrogen also able to buy Vezins. They have that eco advantage and that aggression that Trigger Happy needs to start shutting down on these sites. Looks like they're moving for maybe a garage push again. These garage pushes are very hard to push. Every team does them because they're super successful a lot of the time. And they're very, very reliable. Six seconds left. They're setting up for this play here. We're going to see how they assault this. Dragon Man again on that laundry window. That pre-nade goes out. Doesn't find Catgirl playing really close to garage again. Burger at that door does a lot of damage. Dragon Man does a lot of damage to Ducky with those wall bangs. Dragon Man able to walk through. Ducky behind that table. Beamed able to flank Catgirl, taking that kill. Bring it to a 3v4. Those wall bangs come through. Ducky stuck behind the table here. Now in a pinched position. Spots Trixie repositioning. Dragon Man setting up on this wall. Will they blow that wall? They do. That wall's wide open. Ducky very, very close on that wall. Dragon Man coming through with those that blind fire. Burger able to take Ducky. Dreary goes down to Beamed. Cyber now in a 1v4. Able to take Beamed. Now moving through A site. Through that connector. Burger's really close. Cyber able to take Burger. Bring it to a 1v1. Cyber's, or 1v2. Cyber's very hurt here. Dragon Man playing from connector below the EMP. The ping's now coming through. Looks like Cyber's going to wait for that stem to come back. Definitely the smart play here. You do not want to go into these fights hurt. That EMP is ticking down, maybe just a couple seconds left. Cyber has to make a play here. Cyber getting aggressive, has to move, moving through up to that EMP, gets caught by Trixie on that rappel angle. This first map goes to Nitrogen. That angle just barely catching Cyber on that run. Cyber not fully able to get to that EMP and start defusing. Like I was saying earlier, you saw that pinch coming from Nitrogen. It was doing so much work there. It also caught Trigger Happy off guard, just like it did for Knights of Jerky. Looks like Trigger Happy's going to be playing as offense for the next game here. Nitrogen's going to be playing on defense. has to be a hotkey for that or something. I don't know. There's probably a faster way to do that. Nitrogen, a very strong team here. Even in a scrim, doing a lot of these fast play pinches on Trigger Happy and getting that first map down. Thanks for the enthusiasm, Cooper. I gotta watch more of your casts. I haven't had the time recently, unfortunately. I've been like pretty stacked up with these matches these past couple days. But I'll definitely try to get into one pretty soon here. Looks like we're gonna go on a little bit of an intermission here. A few of the Trigger Happy players leaving. Maybe they're subbing out players or trying to get them back. We're gonna see. Let me contact the teams real quick, see what's going on. All right, we're gonna go into a little bit of an intermission here, try to get the teams back. We're gonna get a little bit more information before we come back into the next map. So we're gonna go to the starting screen. Just stand by for a couple minutes. Stay tuned for map 2. All right, the teams have fixed the issue. It looks like Cap Girl coming back. We're moving into the map 2 factory. Trigger Happy again playing offense. They played offense that first map. So are they gonna kind of try to rethink that strategy from these last couple maps? Try to get on those sites and control them, get as many of those entry points open, and dominate that site. We're gonna see in these next couple rounds. We're gonna see if Trigger Happy has rethought their strategy and can win this map, bringing it to a third map for the decider. That usual eco you see from both sides, all spectrals, except for Ducky. Ducky running a Jesper, which is kind of interesting, kind of keeping that eco safe. Trigger Happy setting up on this window. They're coming through. Burger finds Catgirl. Ducky coming for that refrag at the bottom of that tank. Able to take Ducky. That refrag goes down, and that's a very, very good kill. Dragon Man takes a lot of damage to that bot. Those pings now coming through. They know where Dragon Man is. Now Cyber getting aggressive. Cyber able to take Dragon Man. That's a very, very good start for Trigger Happy. That nade comes out. No one's there yet. Cyber setting up this wall. Dubster playing just behind that wall. Exchanging a little bit of fire with Ducky. No kills are made. Cyber's already was really close there. Gets taken by Dubster. Ducky and Dreary in a 1v3 now. That EMP in Nitrogen's possession. Ducky able to take Dubster, bring it to a 2v2. They're evening it out here. Those pick and runs, that's what they need to get onto that site. Trixie watching from the back site here. Beam, the rotating off. Repositioning those pings coming through now. Ducky coming to support. Dreary able to take Beam, bring it to a 1v2. Trixie in the back of that site. Ducky barely doesn't get caught there. Dreary goes down to Trixie. Trixie very hurt. Ducky with those fast flicks again, able to win that 1v1. Takes Trixie. That first round of going to Trigger Happy. Did they rethink their plays here? Those pick and runs. You see, that could be the strategy that gets them to this win and forcing the match to that third game. Trigger Happy setting up outside of generator. Looks like they're gonna move a floor above before they actually get onto that site. That win eco giving Catgirl a Vezin again. Dreary with that omen. The rest of the team ecoing. Nitrogen again ecoing with those spectrals. Looks like they're gonna go for that skylight and catwalk. That bot already in, leading the charge into Burger's crosshairs. Burger repositioning, taking that bot. Ducky knows that Burger's there. Burger able to take one. Dreary repositioning, trying to take that kill. Getting an angle off. Takes some damage from Burger. Cyber on that flank, able to take Dubster. Dreary repositioning. Again, those pick and runs. Is that what the play here is going to be? Catgirl on that flank. Dreary rotating. It's a 1v4. But Trigger Happy has that eco advantage. They're playing very separated, but they are still beamed. Goes down. Catgirl able to take two on that flank. Burger still in War Room. Repositioning, trying to take Catgirl with that Vezin. That Catgirl having that Vezin facing away. Catgirl goes down to Burger. That Vezin no longer in Trigger Happy's possession. It is now evened out. Dreary able to take Burger as Burger tries to reposition. Dragon Man now in a 1v2. That Vezin in hand kind of getting that eco advantage, even though they're at that player advantage. Can that be the thing that's going to? Are they going to win this round with that eco advantage? Drury moving up to that doorway. Drury moves into that site. Or peeking that door, moving it all the way in. Dragon Man able to take that kill. Cyber now at a serious disadvantage with that Taurus. The pings are now coming through from Nitrogen, slowly peeking that connector. That pre-fire comes out. Dragon Man getting aggressive. Cyber very, very hurt. Has to reconsider the play here. Dragon coming around that angle. Able to reload fast enough to get that kill off on Cyber. Tying it up on round 2. That Vezin now in Nitrogen's possession. That winning eco allowing Nitrogen to get 4 Vezins. They now have that player advantage. That save kind of working out in Trigger Happy's favor, getting 2 Vezins on the table here for Trigger Happy. We're going to see how they use those Vezins. Those Vezins, very, very valuable. They do not want those Vezins to go into Nitrogen's possession. Nine seconds left. Looks like they're moving through assembly. Team's of 2 here. Dragon Man watching from the blue stairs. They set up that wall. That wall goes down. Catgirl and Cyber already up in assembly. Dreary and Ducky moving to assist. Those pigs are not coming through. Beamed watching from that B site, moving back to A. That wall's ready. Beamed able to take that bot. That first wall goes down. The same play they did last time. Dragon Man above, slowly moving up. Can they find 1 or 2 kills before they go down here? Able to take 2. Will they go down at all? We're going to see Cyber repositioning outside. Burger able to take Catgirl. Cyber now in a 1v5. The smart play would be to save here, but what is the play? Burger getting aggressive, able to take Cyber. I didn't even see Burger come around that angle. I heard the audio, but I didn't see Burger move there. Nitrogen getting that second win, moving into round 4. Those Vezins going down, but Ducky able to buy another Vezin. Or able to buy a Vezin. The entirety of Nitrogen having that eco advantage, still in possession of those Vezins. They didn't lose a single Vezin during that fight, which is exactly what you want for round 4. Now, Dragon having that, all of that eco, definitely going to see it get spent on the 6th round coming up here. We're see how they're going to play this. They're moving up to, again, from that catwalk area all together again. Dubster takes that bot immediately. They're moving. Oh, looks like they're moving above. They're going to blow War Room, cutting off half of that travel time, which is definitely a smart play here. I can see kind of what they're doing. They're playing super fast, getting into War Room. That wall gets primed up. Cyber repositioning. Dubster behind that bomb there. Sees Cyber. Puts some rounds in. Doesn't find anybody. Catgirl repositioning. Beamed able to take Cyber. Dubster able to take Catgirl. Burger on that flank. Drew able to take 1. Dragon Man able to take that refrag. Again, Ducky alone. Very, very hurt here. Being running out, playing that audio, coming around that angle. Ducky facing that wrong angle, gets pinched by Dragon Man. Nitrogen getting another win. But Trigger Happy has that breathing room from that round to win. Are we going to see a comeback here? I don't know. They're definitely reconsidering their plays here. Dubster fully maxed out on that money. They can afford to get a little bit riskier, because even if they lose those Vezins, they can go for new Vezins, or they can rebuy Vezins for the next couple rounds. On round 5, that's definitely where you want to be with that eco. Trigger Happy hurting for money. Looks like they're going to go for a save round to be able to buy Vezins on round 6. Which is definitely where you want it on that turnover phase. Ducky with that Vezin, the only person buying it. They might buy a Vezin for Ducky maybe on the 6th round, just having Ducky be having that Vezin. Catgirl and Cyber moving through Tetris. Dragon Man again on that angle, able to take Cyber, that drone. Really close there. That bot coming up. That ping comes through. That bot goes down. But Dragon Man is now spotted by that drone. Burger able to take Dreary. Ducky now alone over here on the roof. It's now a 2v5. Burger kind of hurt. Burger moving to assist, repositioning, getting that stem now in Tetris. Ducky repositioning to that roof. Catgirl goes down. Ducky's now in a 1v5. How is Ducky going to play this? We're going to see. Again, Trigger Happy getting completely stuck outside. Not the place you want to be when it comes to that eco from Nitrogen. The smart play here would just be fight those runouts and catch anybody that tries to get too aggressive. Beam moving up to that window. Ducky making some noise. Sees Beam, puts some rounds and takes some damage. Repositions, not able to find that headshot. They now know where Ducky is. Dubster moving to assist. Ducky repositioning. Beamed, able to take Ducky. Another round going to Nitrogen. Will that save pay off? We're moving into round 6 here. Will that save and those extra Vezins, will they pay off? How are they going to play these Vezins? On round 6, this is where you're going to see those ecos really get spent. As you can see on Nitrogen, they're buying a whole bunch of defense and a whole bunch of utilities. The same thing's happening on Trigger Happy. Those who can afford it are buying a whole bunch of util and Vezins and rifles. Ducky not able to buy Vezin, buying extra util. Setting up outside of storage here. Are they gonna? Is Nitrogen gonna throw those pre-nades that we're gonna see? So they're not. Beans moving up to the top of orange. That pre-nade goes out. That door wide open. Burger watching from that pixel peek. That pre-nade goes out. It looks like they are gonna pixel peek. Cyber able to take Burger. Kako setting off that proxy. Plumby has joined to reinforce. Able to find Dubster. Dragon Man on that flank above, right next to Ducky. Coming around that angle kind of fast, right behind that wall here. Ducky moving around that angle, able to take Dragon Man on that flank, now in possession of a Vezin. That kill was insane. Flormby now taking some wall banks from Trixie. Cyber trying to take that refrag, doesn't find anybody. Those wall banks now coming through. Nitrogen now in a 2v4. Catgirl and Ducky getting aggressive through electrical. Trixie watching that angle. Cyber on that that head peek. Ducky able to find Trixie, bringing Beams to a 1v4. That wall goes open. A whole bunch of angles wide open to assault from that. That flashbang goes out. Beamed able to take Catgirl. Ducky able to take that refrag on Beamed. Another round going to Trigger Happy. A little bit more breathing room for Trigger Happy on this turnover. All right, we're switching over. We're turning over here. Now on defense, can this be the round that, or can Trigger Happy bring this to that, or win this round and try to make it all depend on that final map? Nitrogen setting up on this roof over here. Again, you see those two-player splits. Dragon Man moving alone on that hatch. It's now an even playing field. 5 versus 5, just like how the game usually is played. Plorby in the back of that Tetris takes some fire from Trixie. Dragon Man on that flank, able to take Cyber, able to cut off that flank from Dragon Man, able to take Dragon Man. Those pings coming through, beamed the entirety of Nitrogen already in on vending. That nade goes out, doesn't find anybody, does find Cyber. All of Nitrogen setting up in vending. Burger moving up to that doorway. Cyber in that back there. Catgirl in this angle. Burger coming around that angle. Doesn't have their gun up. Makes eye contact with Catgirl there. Goes down to Catgirl. Beamed moving into the site. Ducky in this little rat spot. Lets them pass. Is this the smart play here? Takes one. Repositions. Does a lot of damage on Dubster, but ultimately goes down to Trixie. Catgirl and Dreary now in a 2v2. Dubster coming around that angle. Catgirl able to take Dubster. Trixie now alone in the site. Catgirl moving around that angle. Dreary swings wide, able to take Trixie. That EMP's now wide open. Catgirl at 1 HP here. A very, very close game. That defuse, getting another round for Trigger Happy, bringing it 3 and 4. Moving into round 8, it's now 3 and 4. Nitrogen in the lead here, but Trigger Happy very, very close on their tail. Ducky taking that top frag position with 8 and 6. Seems to be the most survivable player on Trigger Happy right now, getting stuck in those saves. I am a Catgirl running 4 and 6. The rest of the team sharing that KD. Burger for Nitrogen going 9 and 5. Dragon Man 10 and 3. That split again, that two-player split. Beamed already in a war room. Moving fast, Ducky on this roam here. Playing quiet, Trixie alone, or with Dragon Man. That window goes open. Ducky knows that window's open. That ping coming through now. That drone is out. Will it spot Ducky? Does not spot Ducky. The fire comes out from Dragon Man. The ping's not coming through. They see Ducky. That pre-fire comes through. Dragon Man able to take Ducky. Burger and Beamed already in B hallway. Beamed in electrical. Takes some fire from Cyber. Burger coming to support. Beamed repositioning. Dreary has that Vezin. Burger in this orange hallway. Beamed right at the door. Catgirl able to take Dubster. These pick and runs doing a whole lot of work. That hatch goes down. Dreary able to take that Vezin kill. Beamed able to take Cyber. Plormby takes Beamed. Burger on that refrag. Dreary now in a 1v2 with that Vezin, that eco advantage. Able to take Burger. Dragon Man now knows Dreary's in that site. Dreary has that eco advantage. Dragon Man getting aggressive. Dreary able to take that kill, winning that clutch. Or winning that 1v1. That eco advantage giving them that extra edge they need for that win. Dragon Man not able to get that EMP down. That Vezin investment, definitely a smart play from Trigger Happy. Hurting Nitrogen's eco. Burger able to buy Vezin, and Dragon Man able to buy Vezin. All of Trigger Happy are able to buy Vezins, except for Plormby. Running definitely a weirder gun that you usually don't see in competitive matches. I don't know what Burger's doing here. But again, they're moving together in that team's of two. Dragon Man kind of playing as a loner, playing with those fast rotates. They're setting up a floor above. Beamed and Trixie, or Burger and Trixie in lobby. Ducky also in lobby on that staircase. Burger swinging through, going into lobby. Duck finds Ducky at the bottom of the stairs, able to take that kill. Opening up that entrance for Trixie to come in and assist. Burger now moving through table room. That wall bang comes through, doesn't find anybody yet. Reconsidering that play here, looks like they might go for that hatch. Burger and Trixie in the table room. Trixie goes down to Deary. That nade goes down. Doesn't find anybody. Burger now alone in table room. Exchanging some fire with Cyber. Beamed, able to take Catgirl on that flank. Cyber goes down to Dubster. They now have that site under control. Plormby able to take that flanker by Burger. Or Deary able to take that flank. That EMP is now in Trigger Happy's possession. Plormby able to take Dubster. Dragon Man trying to go for that refrag. Moving through connector. Able to take that refrag. Dreary now in a 1v1. Dragon watching that flank. Coming around that angle, able to take Dreary. Dreary kind of overextended there. That round going to Nitrogen, putting them 5-4. A very, very close game here. Nitrogen trying to end it at this map so they don't have to fight for that third map. That third map is where you start seeing teams start getting fatigued and that aggression starts to slow down. Or ramp up depending on the team here. But Trigger Happy has to fight for that because that's their only opportunity to win this game. Nitrogen's trying to shut that down. A very even split on the eco here. Cyber not able to buy. Plormby not able to buy it. Never mind. It looks like Trigger Happy is hurting on that eco. Nitrogen able to buy all Vezins. That eco kind of committing here. If they lose this round, or if they die at all, Burger and Beamed are going to have to go for a save round. Kakarot playing above in that break room. Burger leading the charge through Assembly. The team moving all together here. Kakarot has a clear shot. Not going to take it, it looks like. Takes that shot, kills Burger. Able to take 2. Beamed able to take that refrag. A good start there. The rest of Trigger Happy playing from the site. Beamed moving up to the in Assembly. Trixie watching that angle. Dubster also watching that flank. Beamed moving alone. In Assembly, maybe repositioning Trixie, moving up with that cloak. Looks like they're trying to think of a plan here, maybe. Setting up for that AWOL, maybe, it looks like. Yeah. Ducky is in connector, really close to that AWOL. That AWOL gets primed. Are they going to push super aggressive here? We're going to see. They have that eco advantage. Looks like they're not going to play a little more passive. Trixie trying to bait some shots here. That nade goes out, doesn't find anybody. Trixie moving up to that wall breach. Cyber in the back of the site there. Ducky still in connector. Trixie using that cloak goes in. Beamed on the pinch here. Trixie with that EMP already in on the site. Put some fire into Cyber. Able to take Cyber. Able to take Plormby. Dreary repositioning Ducky. Able to take that kill. Shutting down that flank. Dreary able to take Dubster. Beamed able to take able to take there. Ducky and connector finds Beamed having that eco advantage. Ducky able to find a Vezin, repositioning through outside. Beamed that were going through A. Ducky waiting in the back of the site here. Beamed has to go for that EMP coming around that angle. Sees Ducky able to take that kill. Shutting down that 1v1, getting that win there. Nitrogen now 6-4. Trigger Happy has to fight for that tie if they are hoping to go to that third map and try to keep the hopes of that win still. We're gonna see how they play this here. Nitrogen still comfortable at eco, but Burger went down so that they had to buy another Spectral. Trigger Happy hurting for that eco, only able to buy one Vezin. This is not the round where you want to be running, or where you're stuck in a save round, but it looks like that's what it's gonna be for Trigger Happy. Round 11, Nitrogen 6-4. They have that lead here. Trixie put some very effective fire into Cyber. That smoke goes out. Beamed on the staircase, moving up, very aggressive here. The play kind of slows down now. Cyber able to get healed. Dubster and Burger moving up to the roof. Burger 2 nades in hand. 1 nade goes out into vending. Doesn't find anybody. Burger going into vending. They have that win advantage, so they're playing a little bit more risky here. Setting up that wall. That wall goes down. Ducky, not in their same angle, but playing from a very similar angle. Dragon Man goes down to Catgirl with that Knut, cutting off that flank. The rest of Dubster goes down. Pornby goes down to beamed. Catgirl able to take Burger. Beamed able to take that refrag. Beamed and Trixie now in a 2v3 here. Cyber and Drury have Vezins. They're playing from that site here. They have to play it. Nitrogen has to play it smart. They have that eco advantage, but they are missing a player. They have a minute and 20 seconds. They have all day here to make up a plan and assault it. Or implement it. Trixie playing from the back of the vending machine. Dreary exchanging some fire. Trixie able to take Cyber on that flank, bringing it to a 2v2. Beamed able to get on the site, get that EMP down. Ducky peeks out, able to take Beamed, bring it to a 1v2. That EMP not down. Trixie knows Ducky has to be back there, watching that angle. Drury coming to support. That EMP's not down. They have to get that EMP down. 30 seconds here. They have to make a play. Time is running out. Full on health. Repositioning. Ducky overextends there and goes down to Trixie. Dreary in the back of this connector. That audio play. Coming around that angle. Trixie faked that audio. Able to take Dreary there. Nitrogen shutting down any hope of a recovery on the third map. Getting that win there. And winning this match. I think they might. I don't know. It's a scrim. They might go for a third round. Or a third map. We're gonna see here just for the fun. We're gonna see what they decide to do here. Again, you see those aggressive plays from Nitrogen left and right. Very well played from both teams here. Very similar play styles, but not quite able to take that, push it to that third map. A little bit of celebration from Nitrogen here. Are they going to play that third map? I do not know. I don't know. We're going to see here. Will they push it to that third map? We're going to see. Can Trigger Happy recover if they do? Oh, it looks like they're not. Or they are, maybe. It looks like they're going to defense. Nitrogen going to defense. Are they going to play that third map? We're going to see. Looks like they are going to go for that third map. They switch sides. Last round on Skyscraper. One of my favorite maps because it is so easy to flank on, but that seems to be Nitrogen's strong suit here. So can Trigger Happy cut off those flanks? We're going to see. The way you play Skyscraper varies from every team, but it's all kind of similar when it comes to defense because they all use that roaming ability on that flank. Since this map is just basically a giant donut, you can get behind your enemy like immediately after a gunfight. Looks like they're setting up for courtyard on that window. Sliding all the way down. Burger in the back of that lobby. Cackerel coming through. Doesn't find Burger. Goes down to Burger there. Burger. Remaining in the back of lobby. Cyber repositioning. Puts some rounds in. Takes some fire from Burger. Trying to find Burger. Hits Burger just a little. Doesn't do too much damage. Dreary able to take Burger. That refrag. Dreary now having control of lobby. Cyber repositioning. Able to take Beamed. Dubster repositioning to that window. Not able to take Cyber. Cyber kind of lagging out of that shot there. Allowing Dubster to fully reposition. Dreary goes down to Dragon Man. Dragon Man goes down to Ducky on that refrag. Dubster goes down to Plormby on that outside of that the courtyard, bringing it to a 2v1. Trixie now alone in the back of that site. But both of the Trigger Happy players very, very hurt. That nade goes out. Trixie in the back of the site, having a very strong position. This is a very good site to hold by yourself. That flashbang goes out. Doesn't find Trixie. Trixie able to find Ducky on that far peak. Like I was saying, it's a very, very good spot to be in. Plormby crosses. Got to go for that EMP. Trixie repositioning. Able to take that kill on Plormby. That first round going to Nitrogen. Are we gonna see a repeat of these last couple games? We're gonna see. Can Trigger Happy rethink their strategy enough on Skyscraper to get a win here and win this game? Or well, it's a lost game because Nitrogen has won 2 rounds, but still, this last round's just for the fun, I guess. Can Trigger Happy just get 1 win under their belt? That's what I'm trying to say here. Saving that eco. Trixie able to buy a Vezin. Dragon Man also able to buy a Vezin. Dreary, Ducky, Cyber, both saving, or all saving. Cackerel able to buy a Omen. Going through Lounge. Not opposed yet. Moving through that long hallway. Burger in that hallway with that Spectral. Able to take Catgirl. Plormby goes down to Dragon. Dreary and Cyber moving through lobby. That drone leading the charge. That drone goes down. Now taking it slow around that angle. Beamed peeking, kind of overextending here. Cyber able to peek out, does some damage, not able to kill. Dreary takes a lot of damage there at the bottom of the stairs. Burger gets aggressive and goes down to Cyber. Dreary still playing at the bottom of the stairs. Ducky getting aggressive, moving up, able to take 1. Dragon Man on that refrag. Cyber repositioning. Dreary and Cyber now in a 2v3. Trick's still in possession of that Vezin. Dubster able to take Dreary. Dragon Man able to take Cyber. That second round going to Nitrogen. That Vezin bot ultimately paying off there for Nitrogen. Trigger Happy able to buy 1 Vezin and have 1 Vezin under their control here. They're going to be trying to get those Vezins from Nitrogen. If they can get 1 or 2 of those Vezins in possession, they can even out the playing field here. Looks like they're setting up outside of radio here. Burger and Beam sitting in radio. All of Trigger Happy playing from radio here. Can they overwhelm Burger, or will Burger get these kills? Swinging through that window, playing very aggressive here. Burger on that flank, able to take a bunch. Burger goes down to Dreary. Dreary takes a few. Trixie on that far long-range shot, shuts down that aggression. Another round going to Nitrogen on Skyscraper. Catgirl is still able to buy Vezin. The entirety of Nitrogen having that Vezin controlled now. They have that eco advantage. Trigger Happy now has to fight that. Looks like a courtyard setup. Spending that eco. Again, you see these fast rotates from Nitrogen. Dubster, it looks like they might go for a spawn peek or not. Sticking to lobby. Are they gonna meet the entirety of Trigger Happy here? Repositioning to get some cover. Cyber, Dreary, and Catgirl on this angle. That window goes open. They're getting aggressive coming through. Dubster behind, able to take one. Catgirl moving up the stairs. Dubster on that follow, able to take two more. Catgirl at the top of the stairs here. Dubster getting aggressive, wants that final kill. Coming up the stairs, able to take Catgirl. Plorby now in a 1v5, goes down to Burger there. Nitrogen getting another round under their belt. Now 4-0. The plays are coming in so fast here, I can barely keep up with my commentary here. Trigger Happy able to buy Vezins. They're running Canuts now. All of Nitrogen still able to have possession of those Vezins. Catgirl and Cyber setting up outside this window here. The rest of the team on the roof still. Are they going to go for those staircases, looks like? Looks like they are. Beamed. It finds Plorby coming down the stairs. Doesn't find anybody else. That window goes open. Ducky tosses that flashbang out. Able to catch Beamed. Pops that cloak. Able to take Beamed at the bottom of the stairs there. Catgirl and Cyber now able to move in below the site there. Ducky playing from the roof, looking for those ego peaks. Catgirl coming around the angle. Dubster getting aggressive. Catgirl able to take that kill. That door blocker kind of cutting off that approach. That nade goes out, getting rid of those statics. They're reconsidering. Trixie getting aggressive here. Catgirl able to take Trixie. That Canutt doing so much work. Dreary able to take Dragon Man. Now Burger now in a 1v4. Able to take Ducky on that flank. That EMP is now in Burger's possession. Catgirl coming around that angle. Burger able to take two. Dreary now in a 1v1. They both have Vezins. Dreary able to take that kill that first round, going to Trigger Happy. a little bit of breathing room to maybe win this map. Let's see here. What's the play going to be from Trigger Happy on round 6? This is where you're going to, again, that eco really gets spent. You can see all of those utilities bought by Nitrogen. The same thing happening on Trigger Happy, again with those Canuts. Looks like they're setting up outside this window here in Lounge, or that window below. The flashbang goes out, hitting all the Trigger Happy players on that side. Looks like they are going to go from a floor above. Priming that hatch, beam to Watt sitting right below that hatch. That hatch goes down. Catgirl able to take one. Trixie in the back of that site, able to take Cyber. Dubster able to take Catgirl, cutting down that approach. Plormby alone with that EMP. Repositioning outside. Dragon Man tries to get aggressive, goes down to Plormby with that Cadillo. Now a 3v3, the playing field is way more even now. Berger with the with the tactical grip here, coming up the stairs. Priming that nade. Plormby able to take Berger at that the staircase, now bringing it to a 2v3. Dree at the top of that hatch does some damage on Trixie, but not able to take that kill. Dubster peeking that hatch, trying to find any picks to bring it to a 2v2 and trying to even it out a little bit here. But Dreary and Plormby are repositioning on the stairs over here, completely off that hatch. Ducky's still on that hatch, playing that long angle, trying to get shots off on Dubster. Dubster able to take Ducky. They now know where Dubster is, but it's now an even fight for both teams. A 2v2 here. Dreary able to take Dubster, bring it to a 1v2. Trixie in connector. Watching these tight angles. Trixie's been playing these tight angles this whole game. They've been working very well, but not today. Plormby and Dreary with that pinch, able to take another win on that turnover. Check my my hotkeys here. Make sure I'm not missing any any buttons. Okay, it looks like I'm not. Ah, it's you to cycle. Okay. That's good to know. I'm going to start using that in these matches now. Nitrogen setting up all together, coming down the stairs. Cyber able to take a kill. Cyber putting rounds in. Dubster able to take that kill. Beamed at the bottom of that hallway here, already moving in behind a radio. Dreary in A site. Closest there, Ducky on that flank. Will Ducky find Beam coming around this angle here? Dubster moving to assist. Ducky behind Beam, taking their time with the shots, able to take Beam. Dubster coming around that angle, knows Catgirl is there, able to take Catgirl. Trixie moving down that staircase here, that window goes open. Dragging me on that reposition. Dubster also repositioning here. Ducky alone in lounge. The sole flanker here. Dubster repositioning, moving, trying to cut off that flank, coming around that angle. Able to take Ducky, cutting off that flanker. Dreary and Plormby now in a 2v3. Plormby very, very hurt here. Dreary alone in A side. Dubster coming around fast. Goes down to Dreary. Those wallbangs come through. Doesn't find Dreary yet. Plormby coming to reposition to assist. Those quick peeks coming from Plormby. Trixie watching that angle. They don't have breaching from. They can't set that wall up. Plormby watching for that flank. The flank that Dragonman is attempting here. Dragonman having that EMP. Taking it slow, using that audio, moving right up to Plormby's position. Able to take Plormby now behind Dreary. Dreary now in a 1v2. Going for that pinch. Trixie going for that pinch. Coming around that angle. Dreary able to take Trixie. Dragonman now knows where Dreary is. That EMP is down. Dreary has to make a play here. Coming around that angle, sees Dragonman, but not able to get that kill, that cover. Just protecting Nitrogen, or Dragonman, and getting that win. Nitrogen now in the lead by 5 versus 2. Are they going to Vezin out on the second turnover round? It looks like they are. Dragonman and Beamed buying Vezins. A little bit of confidence coming from them. Dreary with that Knut. That Knut being a serious problem on Skyscraper. Sells it. What's the play going to be here? Goes for an Omen. Probably a smart play here. We're going to see if that pays off. The entirety of Nitrogen setting up on this window. That swing comes through. Dreary, friendly firing, takes Cyber and Dreary. Burr getting aggressive. Plormby on that flank. Dragonman able to take Catgirl. Again, Plormby on that flank, moving up behind. They have side control now. Beamed flanking the flanker. Ducky in lobby. Plormby able to take Dragonman. Beamed on the top of the stairs, coming around. Ducky having that angle, does some damage, not able to take. Able to take Beam. That Vezin is now down. Dubster moving to reposition, take control of that Vezin, or not. Going for that kill. Jumps down. Ducky able to get that kill as Dubster drops. Amazing track shot there. Plormby able in possession of a Vezin now. Burger very close here. Plormby coming around that angle, not able to get Burger there. Goes down. Able to get repossess that Vezin. Ducky now with the Vezin. It would be smart to bail off and play here. They know where Ducky is. Ducky getting aggressive. Burger able to flick off fast enough and get that kill on Ducky. Now Nitrogen now going 6-2. Is Nitrogen is now in a serious lead here, 2-6. Can Trigger Happy come back here and try for that tie? We're gonna see. Burger and Dragon Man setting up on this window here. Dubster and Beamed on the roof. Kind of, again, you keep seeing this play this entire game. They're playing in teams of 2 with that flanker. They're able to react quickly to any plays that Trigger Happy tries to make and cut it down. That window goes open. Plornby returning to the site there. That nade goes out. It falls all the way back. Burger takes a lot of damage there. That blind fire from Dragon Man. Beamed already down the stairs, repositioning. Ducky, or moving behind Ducky here. Moving fast on that flank. Burger repositioning through bathroom, going fast, able to take Dreary. Trixie able to take Cyber. This match is speeding up here. Those wall bangs come through. Ducky on that flank, able to take 2, cutting down Nitrogen to a 3v3. The Trigger Happy player is very hurt here, having 1 stem to trade among themselves. But Dragon Man very, very hurt, able to stem back up. Trigger Happy all playing on the side here, the smart play. Dubster moving down the stairs fast. Oh, that trip, able to find Dubster. Ducky now being pinged. Trixie now already in that lounge, gets taken by Ducky on that pinch. Ducky goes down to Dragon Man. Dragon Man now in a 1v2 here. That EMP's now in Trigger Happy's possession. Dragon Man able to take Catgirl, repositioning, moving up to that EMP. Plornby repositioning here, very hurt. They do not have that health advantage or that eco advantage. Dragon Man able to take that wall bang, winning the map for Nitrogen. A perfect ending for this game. A perfectly placed headshot with that wall bang, ending it right there and then, cutting off the hopes for that tie. Celebration from Dragon Man, definitely well deserved after that last play. Very evenly matched team here, but Nitrogen able to come out on top. A very, very long match, almost 2 hours here. That endurance from both sides. Amazing plays from both teams here. Definitely a very entertaining match.